Hello, Maverick Nation. I'm Sam Humphreys.
And I'm Stephen O'Tiller. Welcome back to MavTV.
We have some incredible stories for you this week.
We're all excited about having a normal lunch service again, and we're going to talk with Mr. Alan Mallett, Director of Food Services, about bringing back all our favorite foods after the COVID adjustment.
But first, we are going to get to know our new head of school, Mr. Dan Alig, a little bit better. Here is Ava Rice with the story.
Hey guys, Ava Rice with MavTV outside the head of school's office. This year we have a new head of school, Mr. Alig, and we're here to learn more about him.
Hello and good morning, everyone. My name is Mr. Alig, and I'm your new head of school.
Mr. Alig began his teaching career at St. John's in 2000. During his time here, he taught English, coached cross country, worked in college counseling, and was an upper school dean. Having history in Houston and St. John's, we wanted to know what he was most excited for returning to campus.
My wife and I both moved to Houston without knowing anybody. We met in the St. John's gym. We were both really eager to reconnect with a lot of people who were formative in our careers and in our personal lives.
We also asked him how his previous experiences at St. John's helped prepare him for his return, but now as head of school.
I have a deep appreciation for what our teachers do because I was in their shoes at one point. Having that close experience here, learning how to teach here, building those relationships of my own, that's core to who we are and what we do here every day. So to me, I think that's fundamental training here. I can't, as a head of school, mess that up. That needs to be preserved. Excellent teachers, curious kids, making sure that they forge lifelong relationships. That's our magic there.
We then spoke with Dr. Ralston, who knew Mr. Alig during his previous time here, to hear about his experience working alongside him.
I think maybe as an administrator, what I most enjoyed was when he was English department head, and he encouraged me to teach a section of junior English a different way, and that was kind of unusual to have an administrator who would be willing to risk doing something new just because the payoff might be good. What I liked about him is he was really open to the exchange of ideas.
Finally, we talked to Miss Curran, Associate Head of School, about Mr. Alig's effect on the community now.
I think one of the things that is really infectious about Mr. Alig is his enthusiasm. He is a teacher at heart and loves schools and loves students and teaching.
As you may know, Mr. Alig is famous for his collection of bow ties, so we had to ask him and his colleagues about them.
But I still have over 70 bow ties. I've got a great red and black one that's got to be the favorite right now.
I actually have quite a collection of old bows that I might have to break out.
They are his signature feature.
Welcome back to campus, Mr. Alig. This has been Ava Rice reporting with MavTV. Back to you at the studio.
Before we dive into how well the Maverick teams have been doing this fall, let's take a look at the dominant varsity field hockey team.
That's right. Adley Halligan is going to tell us all about what goes into making us one of the best field hockey teams in Texas.
Hello, fellow Mavericks. My name is Adley Halligan, and today we're going to be taking a look inside the dynasty that is the Maverick field hockey team. We're getting insights from players, coaches, and fans. Go Mavs! We're here now with returning varsity field hockey player Elizabeth Smith. Tell us, Libby, what are you most excited about this season?
I'm excited to practice and for SPC because we didn't get to play last year.
So, to my understanding, you were on varsity last year as a freshman. What was it like being so young on such a powerful team?
It was kind of scary, but it was also really fun because all of the upperclassmen were so nice and welcoming, and it was just a really good time.
How do you feel about your new coaching this year?
I feel like it's been a relatively smooth transition, and we all respect Coach Elliott, so I think she's going to make us better, and we're all going to have a great time this season.
Thank you for your time today, Libby. Go Mavs! We're here with the Mavericks' new head field hockey coach, Coach Elliott. How are you today, Coach?
Good, thank you for having me.
We recently also heard that you used to coach at St. John, and then now you're back. What's it like being back in Maverick Nation?
Well, it feels great. I was only here for a soccer season, and so that was very different because I was just assisting, but at the varsity level. And it was a lot of the same similarities. The team, high expectations, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, so I'm glad to be back.
Recently, you played an intense game against our rivals, the Kincaid Falcons. How do you think games like those will prepare you for the upcoming SBC tournament?
I feel like we gained a lot in our vision of where we want to go. I always like to get that big rival game out of the way so now we can focus on other things because there is a lot that we need to focus on. And it gives us a look at who we're going to see in the future. We'll see them again. And I have a feeling it'll go differently.
Is there any kind of pregame routine that you have with your players to get them hyped up, ready to play? Anything like that?
The captains kind of run our pregame with warm-up. I do like to give a little bit of a speech each time. And my speeches go with the flow. So depending what we're feeling, depending what the game is, depending who the team is we're playing. So it changes a little bit with each game. But yeah, I kind of let the captains take the lead on our pregame stuff we do.
Well, thank you for your time. You have a great rest of the season.
Thank you.
Go Mavs.
Yes, and come see us.
We're here now with avid Maverick field hockey fan Stefan Gustafson. Stefan, how are you today?
I'm doing great.
What are you most excited about for this season?
I'm excited to see our star-studded roster in action. I know we got a couple commits and I'm really excited to see them play.
What's your favorite part about games?
When it gets down to the wire, it's a close game and we end up on top.
And finally, if you could say anything to your Maverick field hockey players, what would it be?
Succeed. I want effort. I want strategy. I want all of the above. And I want wins.
Go Mavs! That's it for today, folks. If you want to keep up with your Maverick field hockey team for the rest of their season, check out the St. John's Athletics Twitter account at St. John's Mavs to keep up with field hockey and all other sports. Go Mavs!
This fall sports season, there have been some great Maverick moments.
And here's our MavTV sports team to give us the details.
Hi, I'm Stephen Gill.
And I'm Adley Halligan.
Maverick fall sports teams are peaking at the right time just before SBC.
In back-to-back Friday nights, St. John's varsity football beat Episcopal for the first time since 2011 and then took out St. Mark's to improve their record to 7-0. In an Episcopal game, the Mavs were down 20-17 late in the fourth period with EHS looking to score.
Instead, Cade McMillan intercepted a pass to set up a 99-yard game-winning drive, which was finished off by Cole Allen's touchdown run. Along with the cheer squad, the crowd was singing their praises loud and proud for the 24-20 win. The Mavs traveled to ESD this Friday in a battle of undefeated teams.
Field hockey also defeated Episcopal and are now 5-0 in SBC after recent wins against Austin, St. Stephen's, and St. Andrews. The Mavs finish up their SBC counters with Duchesne, followed by the last game of their regular season at Kincaid.
Girls volleyball picked up 2 wins this past weekend on their road trip to Austin against the Spartans and the Highlanders. The team lost a heartbreaker to EHS the week before last. However, the Mavs look to finish up strong in the regular season conference matches, also against Duchesne and Kincaid.
Boys volleyball is 5-1 and has conference counters this week against Audie and Kincaid. They follow up with rematches in Austin against St. Stephen's and St. Andrews and are looking for a top seed going into SBC.
Finally, cross country hosted the 40th Ramble with the girls team winning the varsity division by a solid margin. First-time Ramble winner Cece Calhoun paced the team to victory ahead of favorite Kincaid and other top SBC schools. Emmanuel Seguros won the boys' race for the second year in a row.
What a showing for St. John's sports so far. We'll see you in November after the fall SBC championships.
Way to go, Mavericks!
Those definitely were some great showings from our Maverick teams.
Now let's see what goes into bringing back our great SGS lunchmans.
Hi, this is Collier Humphreys reporting with MavTV. After a year of COVID and no hot lunch, the cafeteria is finally back. We're going to be talking with a couple of students and interviewing Mr. Alan Mallett, the head of the cafeteria.
It feels really good to be back. We took a year off of from our normal operations during COVID. And the staff was kind of bummed out, because we're not doing what we do. So now we're back doing what we do and then some. We've had some changes in the menu, changes in the kitchen and leadership. We have a new chef on hand, and he's bringing some of his ideas to the students also.
What is your favorite meal from the cafeteria?
I like the chicken and pesto.
Yeah.
My favorite meal is the enchiladas with Mexican fried rice.
Chicken masala.
Dumplings.
We have such an amazing staff here at St. John's. Was everyone able to stay at work last year?
We didn't lay anybody off during the school year. The school was gracious enough to keep everyone employed, which was saying something. And we were just reduced to doing box lunches. So yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to be back.
We interviewed some of our fellow classmates about the cafeteria and the cafe.
I really like the QR code because I can be anywhere and just have it and order, and then I don't have to wait in the line, and I don't have to like be around people, and I can just order, pick up my stuff, and leave.
What is your favorite thing from the cafe?
That is a hard question. I think I'd have to say a caramel macchiato, iced caramel macchiato, and a chocolate croissant.
Oh, the chocolate croissant. Caramel macchiato, hot, extra sugar, blueberry muffin.
Vanilla bean smoothie. My favorite thing from the cafe is an iced vanilla latte.
What was it like last year making all the box lunches?
It was a whole different operation. It's a whole different mindset providing that many box lunches as opposed to providing hot lunches. We notice a higher concentration of students in the cafeteria. It seems like everybody was glad to be back.
I am so excited because I've been waiting for it for so long, and I've gotten so used to having my caramel macchiato every morning, so not having it for a little while was so sad, but now it's back.
Cafeteria. Yes. So, and that's great for us. You know, we enjoy serving the kids and providing meals for everybody.
A big thank you to the cafeteria staff. We're so happy to be back. Now back to you in the studio.
Kenna Lee dives into what SJS faculty and administration had to do to successfully pivot classes to online during the unexpected COVID shutdown.
Hello everyone. Today we will be taking a look at the impact of COVID on the St. John's learning and teaching environment. To do so, we will be asking chemistry teacher Ms. Ender about her thoughts on the loss and presence of COVID restrictions on student collaboration and teaching. We will also be talking to Associate Head of School, Ms. Curran, and Director of Technology, Ms. Anushi, about their contributions to last year's online learning. Finally, we will be speaking to students about their thoughts on the return to a semi-normal learning environment. Let's get going. So we understand that you came to St. John's last year. What was it like planning online classes? Was it difficult to adapt to Zoom?
So adapting to Zoom wasn't too challenging. The most challenging part was making things work from the classroom and still be just as engaging on Zoom. So I teach chemistry. I think the most fun part of chemistry is doing labs. So it's hard doing hands-on activities when everyone's at home. You can't really do them. The hardest part was making it equally as engaging, I think.
So what was your opinion on the plexiglass? Did it interfere with the collaboration of students and your teaching?
It absolutely interfered with the collaboration of students. What we like to do in Chemistry 1 is a lot of working on whiteboards and then presenting our thinking and diagrams from a whiteboard. So if you have a giant plexiglass wall in between your 4 students trying to work on a whiteboard, it's not really going to work out. Same thing for labs. You can't really work collaboratively on a lab when each person's seat is completely spread out.
So as we saw from Ms. Ender's interview, COVID restrictions heavily disrupted teaching, learning, and student interaction in the classrooms. But now that they have been removed, it has definitely benefited the entire school. Now let's go talk to Ms. Curran and Ms. Anushi about how they contributed to last year's online learning. So we understand you two played very key roles in the creation of last year's online learning. So what were some of the challenges that you had to face when switching to remote learning?
Well, I will start and just say it was a monumental task thinking about all that was involved as we shifted gears to think about remote learning. And Ms. Anushi and the technology team were absolutely instrumental in helping us think through some of that. Ms. Anushi, maybe you can talk a little bit about what we did.
Yeah, from the technology side, one of the challenges was that in the short period of time, we had to organize and create a toolbox with different digital resources like Zoom, Nearpod, Seesaw that can work across the school.
So as we saw from Ms. Anushi and Ms. Curran's interview, putting together online learning last year was definitely a challenge, but they made it work. Now, let's go talk to some students about their thoughts on the return to a semi-normal learning environment. So what were your thoughts on pre- and post-COVID learning? Do you like online or in-person school better?
I like in-person school better because it allows for easier learning, it's a lot easier to focus, and it connects a better connection with the teachers.
So was it hard to adapt to online learning?
Definitely was for me. Now that we're in person again, I think everything will be a lot better with learning.
So as you can see, the general consensus is that the return to in-person school has definitely led to less challenges when it comes to teaching and learning. The return to in-person school has definitely been more beneficial for teachers and students and the St. John's community as a whole. I'm Kenna Lee, back to you in the studio.
Well, Mavericks, it looks like we're having another busy fall, and you can catch it all right here.
Please remember to subscribe to us on YouTube so you'll get updates when our new videos are released.
And don't forget to check out our new radio station, iMav Radio.
You can listen live and find the past shows at the station website at www.imavradio.com.
You can also download the iMav Radio apps for Apple and Android devices.
We're always looking for great news stories. If you have any ideas for stories you would like to see on MavTV, you can email us at news@sjs.org.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon for another edition of MavTV. Go Mavericks!